Hello everyone, it's time for another city update. Now I hadn't planned this one, so I decided tonight. I got home from work and I was just itching to get down and play with the layout a bit, because I have added some space for my city and started construction on a few extra bits, so I wanted to come down and try it. Now, as you remember, the last time you saw my city it looked like this, and I'd said it was the last time you were going to see it that way. I am a man of my word, and this is how it's looking at the moment. As you can see, it's expanded a fair amount. Let me just kick my light into space. So over here we now have an extra table, and just for good measure there's another little one in the corner there, and I'll show you what that's doing in a minute. So this was what I always planned to do, adding in this extra table here, which meant I got a lot of extra space to do things with, and I could still keep my train tracks. And you can see I've added a lot of train tracks, so I've now got space here for 2 platforms. I've got some long 6 wide boards that would go perfectly there, but here's an idea I've got in my head, and a good excuse to get the Hogwarts Express set. Why not get that and use the Paddington station included in that set and extend it a bit to make it fill up this space? I think that's actually a really good looking station. I think it would work really well as a foundation for a sort of new twist on a station. You've got the old classic stations. That's an idea. Let me know in the comments what you think, if that's a good idea or not. Moving over here, one thing I'm not happy with is the hospital placement at the moment. Excuse the cooker behind there. Yeah, this is still a bit in limbo, but I've left space all the way along here for another row of buildings. I'm also planning at the back here, as I had said before, to have a raised area, and there's actually a perfect amount of space there to have a single row of boards. So I'm thinking to have just a small raised area, possibly again with another track running a little tram or something like that that can just do a small loop around the city. That would cover that area there. We've got the detective's office and my 3/4 built Parisian restaurant. I haven't quite finished yet. And we've got a little bit of an Asian French fusion going on here with the Asian food stall next to the Parisian restaurant. Now what I'm thinking is possibly Gastro Alley could look good there. There's a shout out to JC at Small Brick City for his Lego ideas submission. Check out in the corner, I'll put a link to that now for you, but make sure you go and give him your vote on the Lego ideas website. Moving across here, now this space here, I've got the miners in here at the moment. They're doing some work. They seem to have lost their dynamite. I hope it's nowhere too sensitive, but it look like they're getting ready to do stuff. They've been digging up some space there. I'm guessing that's probably where the assembly square is going to go, just across here. And then behind here, room for another few buildings. Not sure what we're going to go there yet. I've got to decide what buildings I'm going to get. And then over here we have the petrol station. I've put it on quite a big space here, but you'll notice the 3 cars parked over here. And what I've got the idea to do there is to revisit an old Lego set, and I should have checked the number before I filmed this video, but the old one that was the petrol station with the car park. I'm thinking to do a slightly sort of modern, almost robotic car parking system like you get in, say, Japan, or maybe one of those vertical car parks you get in somewhere like New York. Could look really cool, bit more modern, bit up to date. Works well next to the petrol station. Petrol station's looking pretty busy. Good to see we've got the crooks filling up next to the police there. I have, as you probably noticed, made sure there is some parkland. Now obviously this is going to change because going to have some other stuff in there, but there's some more park space here, and there's definitely room for more greenery in this city. So over here we've got the cargo depot. I'm actually really chuffed with the way this track's worked now. So I've got the 2 tracks coming down here, then splitting off. So this is to make sure that, you know, train running on here, say the Hogwarts Express, sitting on here doesn't run into the cargo line by mistake, so he can go around there. Or the other passenger train there. It's a bit tight behind the petrol station, but it actually works absolutely perfectly. I've got the cargo depot here doing its thing, and the entranceway is over here. I'm one road board short, amazingly, which means I'm now going to end up with another piece I don't want, just to get one straight piece. I'm sure everybody who's got a Lego City knows that feeling. Now over here we've got Junction Mania. The idea being that we can have this nice long siding over here, because I love trains and it gives me more space to store trains. And I could actually add another siding here, but probably won't, because I am thinking that that is going to be my Jurassic World corner over there behind the siding, just along here. I'm not sure. I might bring these sidings over this way and make that the mountain area over here. I'm undecided. I've just put that down at the moment. Still playing with the layout for that one. And over here, finally, we have the lighthouse and the water area here. So there's going to be the small harbour set's going to go here. I believe it fits perfectly on that board, and it will complement the cargo depot perfectly. Might be a little snug, might have to have one more board there. Oh well, that happens. I do love my lighthouse. I'm going to do some work on this to raise it up just onto a rocky piece on this corner, and probably add a little bit more water here. As you can see, we've got some student accommodation going on here. It's a little bit noisy. Good access to the transport though. I'm sure that's what the students were looking for there. So that's pretty much where I'm up to with it at the moment. You can see I was just rearranging it. I just had to share it with you. Get your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with the way I've laid this out or not? Have I done it right? Have I done it wrong? I like the fact that I've got lines for 2 rows of buildings, and I think the assembly square is going to work well here. I like the fact there is actually a space for the station here, and this board is done deliberately for that being the entrance to the station, so that's on purpose. We'll have the car park over here. Let me know your thoughts on that idea for a mock as well. I think it'll work. I have no idea when I'm going to have time to do it, but it's going to happen. Yep, and down here I've got room for more buildings. So I do have Ninjago City to build, which will be the next set once I finish this one, which will be this weekend. And I do want to get the Ninjago dock. I do like it, and I think actually it's going to work quite well, because that's a 1.5 board, so that would bring it to about here, which would give me just a little bit more space in that corner to do, you know, a little bit of a tunnel exercise. One thing I do like is the way Mr. Bookie Boo does his overpass on his trains. If you haven't seen his, there's a link in the corner here, worth checking out. I do like his little city. He's done some fantastic work. He's also got a motorized Hogwarts Express, which I'll make the link to, which I absolutely love. I do intend to do that myself. First time I've done anything like that, so let me know, let me have your thoughts and prayers on that one, because it should be a good challenge. I am an old hand at Technic and things like that, so it shouldn't be too hard for me. I just hope I've got the parts again. That's it. I just really loved what I was doing, and I had to do that video. I hope you're happy I did it. I hope you agree with everything I've shown you and said there. I will do another update in a couple of weeks, because I've got loads of little builds coming up. I'm going to get the harbour in here, going to get Ninjago City started, we're going to have the Parisian Restaurant finished. Just lots and lots of little things I've got in progress or about to start. I'm going to get them done. It's been a busy few weeks, what with baby number 3, so get back on schedule with this. I really hope you've enjoyed my update. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, if you disagree with anything, if you think I've done it wrong. And I look forward to giving you another update soon. And if you're not a subscriber of my page, make sure you hit that magic button and turn notifications on. Got lots of exciting stuff coming up. Thanks for watching, guys.